I'll take this over running deliveries any day.
Is that it?
We got trouble?
There is an issue with the integration plant facilities. We need to work out the root cause of the problem. But I cannot ask you to aid us any more than you already have, Captain. Apologies for offering nothing in return for your support. I think it best you continue your journey without me.
After all this...
Don't sweat it. Our deal was you'd join only if we got this place back up and running.
JJ, you have no need to worry about us now.
Come again?
You have somewhere to be, right, JJ? We can manage the situation here in your absence.
Yes.
Comrades.
Comrade.
The knowledge you have shared of civilizations beyond our own have driven the efficiency of our recovery efforts. And thanks to everyone's help, we are much further along schedule than originally planned. Since we are this far in our efforts, the remaining matters are safe in our hands.
What do you say, JJ?
It would seem space calls for me again.
Every
But,
time I leave, she
comrades,
keeps dragging me back in.
Know that you can always reach me on the network if you are in need of assistance.
Yes. And should such need ever arise, we shall happily aid you however we can.
Captain Raymond and crew, it would appear that I am now at your service.
Excellent.
Glad to have you with us, pal.
It is an honor to have you, Sir JJ.
Well, so much for using JJ.
Raymond to bridge. We're departing Parapium in just a few. Head back to our original sector through the Scorpium wormhole. Once we're out, take us to Verguld at maximum warp.
Captain, Marielle, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
What?
What? How?
They survived? Put them through.
Captain Curtis!
Nice job getting out of there in
He
one
integrated.
piece.
It's not him.
It'll take more than that to sink us. Besides, I was the one worried about you, since the Astoria altered course to pursue you.
Actually, Captain Bennett and his entire crew was integrated to Scorpium, and they invaded a Scorpium colony. He was firing upon non-combatants, so we had no choice but to engage him, and...
I see.
But Captain, can it be true that a fleet under Commander Remington is currently attacking Verguld?
It is. They're using the pretense that Verguld has been antagonistic, interfering in Pan-Galactic Federation interests.
What a bunch of...
The Federation are clearly in the wrong here. But we're stuck playing catch-up, since no one knows why the Commander has gone berserk.
Oh, we have an idea.
Captain, Commander Remington is connected with the Centralist Scorpium, the same force that attacked the Manuk system.
What?
It is likely that the Commander himself has been integrated, and we have evidence that shows he may even be the Centralist leader.
My God.
The truth is...
This whole crisis started with the Federation, when Bennett and other Earthling officers were integrated. Still, I can't believe this has been going on for 15 years.
They don't even hold back against their fellow Scorpium. And what's worse, their abilities are vastly superior to those of us that are flesh and blood. My guess is they're gonna use this power to expand the Federation's influence.
But why would they attack Verguld?
Well, that's the thing. It's not as if there's been any fierce outward antagonism with Verguld up to now. All this will do is serve to upset the other unallied planets.
Hey, Duma. I remember before you were saying you came aboard the Aegis to assess Verguld's suitability for integration. And these Centralists, they're also connected to the network, right?
Sure.
Does this mean they're invading with the intention to integrate the people of Verguld as Centralist Scorpium?
I think we can assume that.
You're going?
Hey, my home is in danger.
I will do my part. and gather allies to put a stop to the Commander's madness.
You know, we have no way to tell if any Federation ships that come our way are part of Remington's faction. So for safety's
start
sake,
shooting at you.
give me a heads up if you decide to bring any friends along.
Will do. I'll send you all we know about Remington's movements at present. I'll make my way to Verguld as quickly as possible, too. I wish you and the Aldous a safe journey. Over.
Add Curtis's data and open a wide-range schematic display.
So, each of those dots is a gigantic ship akin to the Astoria? Oh, I now see why Lambert would be so unnerved by the mere sight of the Tyrannus.
The enemy's advance forces will reach Verguld in 48 hours. It would be reasonable to estimate combat will begin in 72 hours.
That's nice of them to wait an extra 24.
How about us in the Vela Gulf?
Even rushing to Verguld, at Warp 11 as we are, we will not arrive for 96 hours. The Vela Gulf is in much the same situation, approximately 98 hours away.
Damn. Well, guess that means we can't really depend on them then. Sorry, everybody. Hope you don't mind helping me clean up this mess back home. Huh, that's weird. I wonder where Duma went. Maybe off with Leticia? Better go look.
Bridge here.
Oh. Oh, hey, Leticia.
The duty of Duma is to seek out candidates for Scorpium and recommend integration if they are found suitable. Our actions were in service of this mission. However, recent events have given us reasonable cause to question the validity of Scorpium principles.
What's this all of a sudden?
You struggle to understand the Centralists.
Our fundamental principles also. Although integration greatly expands our diversity and potential for evolution as a life form, the Centralists have clearly been influenced by the ambition of the Pan-Galactic Federation. And they have now chosen a path that involves attacking fellow Scorpion. We believe that Scorpion has proceeded in an overly uniform manner in our continuous quest for evolution.
But would this not be the same even if you had not made contact with the Federation?
Correct. It appears to be one of the inherent dangers of Scorpium's ideology. Pursuit of our goal, so excessive that it drives us to invasion and even harming of our own kind. In short, forced evolution.
All this hand-wringing is well and good, but this is the time for action. Even if we don't have all the answers. So, what do you plan to do?
It is an undeniable fact that the Centralist Scorpium philosophy is extremely dangerous. We will do whatever we can to stop them.
And after that?
If we are able to stop the Centralists, we are uncertain of what will happen next. That is something we must consider.
I like that. You know, I'm starting to see you less and less as a computer. I'm sure things are gonna work out, right? There's no telling how bad the situation on Verguld is gonna be. Better head to my bunk and rest up while I can.
Subtle.
This is your...
Just go busting into crew members' rooms. They love that.
Guess I'll just...
About time.
This is pretty good.
Can't believe my own brother charges me for food.
We will arrive momentarily in the Verguld system. The battle will likely be fierce. All hands, brace for unexpected impact.
Fierce.
Please still be in one piece for me, Verguld. Better get to the bridge.
Would love to, but you keep talking unnecessarily.
Status report.
3 battleships, 1 hybrid research vessel, and 2 Scorpion battleships have invaded Verguld space. The Verguldian fleet has engaged them. We are approximately 13 minutes away from the main combat zone.
Schematics.
So the Verguldians have them outnumbered. Maybe there is some hope after all.
Well, it's not really that simple. There's no telling how long the Verguldian fleet's shields will hold up against Federation battleships.
7 minutes.
Damn. Tactical.
Displaying tactical map.
Now what?
3 Federation vessels and 1 Scorpion battleship are approaching the combat zone. 2 will arrive in 12 minutes. The other 2 within the hour.
Even if the Aldous starts fighting now, this situation looks bleak.
You come all this way just to retreat?
No, never. But I gotta make sure that our
Why am I
info on the
captaining
Scorpion is
my
shared with my family.
older brother's ship?
We're gonna cut across that battle zone and land on Verguld.
What? We'll never make it, Ray. I don't have any combat pilot experience.
I will take over primary
Time to learn.
navigation. Please provide support.
But, Roger, 3 minutes.
Captain, the battleship Sadith has broken away from the Verguldian fleet. Their warp drive is damaged. 2 Federation battleships are pursuing them. Phase cannons charging. They're going to fire.
They're going to fire on an incapacitated ship?
Shit! Bring us about! Go help the Sadith!
Impossible. If both ships come after us, we will be destroyed in a single barrage.
Damn! 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 Damn!
We should continue with our initial plan. Our only option is to reach headquarters and share what we have learned of Scorpion and the Federation with the Lawrence family and the military.
Wait, what is this?
What do you see?
Look at tacticals. 2 of the Federation ships have left the battle line, and they are now heading for the planet.
What do they think they can do with just 2 ships? Surprise attack or no, they're never gonna get through the planetary shields.
Ray, we're about to return to conventional space. You better settle on a plan.
We're going after those 2 ships that left the front line.
Got it. Now entering conventional space. Gonna be following those ships at a safe distance. Hey, they aren't headed for the homeworld. This course is set for Vergnes.
They must be after the Symbo drives on Vergnes.
Yeah. Chase them with everything we got. Send an emergency transmission to the military. The fleet they're facing is a feint.
We are already at maximum speed. We will not catch them. They are 20 minutes ahead of us.
Yeah,
Have you
Vergnes.
gotten a response from the military?
Captain, we're receiving a transmission from Vergnes. It doesn't appear to be from the military.
It just says help.
Dad!
What?
Well, well, glad to see you punks are in one piece.
Exactly what I expected.
I'm gonna have to keep this short. The main fleet is a feint. Their real target is Provenience Cavern on Vergnes. 2 of their battleships are headed there now.
Keep your pants on. Maybe you forgot, but Vergnes has a permanent defense fleet. It'll take more than a couple of Federation ships to get through them.
Raymond Lawrence. This is Lieutenant Mario
Raoul.
Kenny of the Pan-Galactic Federation. Please, sir, heed your son's warning. These ships are renegades, broken away from the fleet's chain of command. Normal assumptions do not apply.
Why is there a Kenny aboard the Aldous?
Long story. We've been through a lot here. Dad, this is important. I need your help in getting the data we have to the military ASAP. These bastards, they're Scorpion. They're not what you think.
Federation ship sighted. They're transferring down.
No! They broke through the planetary shield?
What the hell are these guys?
Security, strengthen frontal defenses.
Looks like this ain't gonna be as easy as I thought.
Oh, shit.
The commander of defense on Vergnes is an old pal of mine. Send me your data. I'll convince him. But I want you 2 to get the hell out of there.
Wait, what?
Hey, you don't really think the Aldous can take on a fleet of battleships now, do you? Get out of the combat zone and keep yourselves alive. Got that? Over and out.
I believe Raoul's judgment here is sound. All we have done will be for nothing if the Aldous is destroyed. Ray.
What? A Federation vessel is hailing us.
Have we been spotted?
No. If they were with Remington, they would have shot without warning. Put them through.
Understood. Putting them on screen now.
This is Admiral Luca Maverick. hailing from the Pan-Galactic Federation vessel GFSS 1007T.
Yep, it's the Calnus, which is Edge Maverick's
What do you
ancestor.
Want, Admiral? Here to ask for our surrender?
I guess all the way around.
Whoa. Let's not rush to conclusions here. Would it help at all if I told you I've spoken with Curtis? Our vessel is headed for Verguld along with one of our newest battleships. At maximum warp, as we speak, to put an abrupt stop to Remington's incursion. We should be there in around 40 minutes. Can you hold out for that long?
The Verguldian fleet might just barely make it, but they've also put forces down on Vergnes, and have started attacking cities and civilians.
Das Vergnes.
Force, huh? You require any backup?
No. We'll take care of it ourselves.
Think you can handle it?
Sure, we'll be fine.
I can't apologize enough for Remington's actions, and the cowardice of the Federation.
Yeah, gotcha, but actions speak louder than apologies.
Got it. Let's all get through this alive. Over.
He's a good man who worked alongside my grandfather at the Federation. We can trust him.
Fine. We'll let the military and
I
Admiral
misspoke.
Maverick handle the defense of Verguld. We are gonna transfer down to Vergnes.
He's related to Edge Maverick either way.
Go help my dad.
Understood.
Because everyone in this fucking game is related to each other.
Thought you were gonna try to stop me.
I never assume that you, Raul, or Antonio will ever listen to what I say.
Yeah, no point in starting now then.
Ant, we're heading to the surface. Once we're there, I want you to move away from Vergnes.
No need to tell me that. You think I'm gonna hang out here staring down a couple of battleships?
Ray.
Sorry, but I'm gonna need your help.
Yeah, I get that feeling too.
You need not have asked.
Exactly. If it's a fight to save your home, then of course we're going to go.
Indeed. Any battle of yours is a battle of ours.
My agreement to maintain Elena is still in effect.
I must make right the failings of my comrades.
Has there been any reference to any of the characters from till the end of time, though?
Let's
I don't
do
think there
this.
has been.
Okay.
Not that I can
all
think
set
of.
And ready to go. Time to head for the transfer chamber and get to Vergnes.
Go to das Vergnes. I'm waiting for some line gods. I can't remember anyone else's last name, so that was from space.
Ray, let us go help them.
Yeah.
Prepare yourself.
Who are you?
Caledonia.
The neighborhood watch. Get your dirty hides off our lawn, assholes.
That was such a good quote. Who are you? The neighborhood watch. Get off our lawn. That was so great.
Think you morons can come raise hell and do whatever you please on my planet, do ya?
Speaking of get off my lawn.
Dad, wait, it's me.
Huh? Is that you, Ray? When the hell are you gonna start listening to your old man, you dolt?
Shoot him anyway.
But you did make it back here in one piece, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a Lawrence thing just to have a bunch
what are
of
these bastards
scars.
really after?
They are likely here to learn the secrets of the Symbo Drive. The squadron engaging the Verguld defense fleet is a diversion.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I was wondering that too, actually.
Many Federation officers that have integrated with Scorpium beamed down on Vergnes. I would guess that this is their main force.
I still don't know what the hell these Scorpium are, but I get the picture. The Federation's always been on our case to join up, just so they can get their mitts on our Symbo Drive. Looks like they've finally blown their tops.
His dad's got that
Ray.
Reno thing going on from
What is it?
7.
How many times have I told you to give me all the important details up front?
I sent you the data.
I passed it on to the defense base commander and told him to read it. I'm busy protecting my business. Ain't got time for that.
The hell?
I'm guessing this all means these jerks will be going after the Museum of Vergnesium Symbology. Right, Elena?
Obviously.
Seems likely.
Am I correct in assuming you all are the resident experts on these Scorpium at the moment?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, then. In that case, I'll leave the defense of the museum to you. I'll send word along to the Vergnesian military and police. Just make sure you keep this city safe. Got that?
Don't worry about that. We're on it.
Huh, good answer. Don't screw this up. Once we've taken care of this mess, bring your friends around. We'll have one hell of a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.